sips of my latte to wake the fuck up. Ready when you are, hobo.
Ready.
I did that for you, for your own entertainment, because you laugh at that. But I won't set that precedent. How are you?
I'm good. Tired.
How late were you up last night?
No, I'm not that tired. I am good. I am figuring out what to do with my life outside of working every day. Just trying to avoid the pattern where you just feel like every day is just going by. You wake up, just another day. Like, oh,
and you're just like cruising, like
what can I do before I have to be gone at work the rest of the night? And that's what I've been thinking about every day.
Yeah. We didn't do it.
But I think every day is still getting better. No, we can do whatever, whenever. Welcome back.
I'm Jocelyn.
For the wide. I'm Caden.
And we
are
best
of
kin.
And
this is
episode 50.
And we thought for the big 5-0, let's return to video. Let's get something out there. And I'm glad we're doing it. And we should probably do it every week. The video.
Yeah.
It's easy to do the just audio, but this I feel it's like a different level of accountability, I mean, it's like we really have to show up for this one.
I mean, yeah, it's just the editing. I guess it's the only tough thing.
I know.
I'm sure I can find a way and really look into it to.
We can streamline our operations.
Yeah, seamlessly streamline the cuts and whatnot, but we're good.
We are so good.
It's a nice project.
We'll talk about that later. For the 50, we decide. I mean, do we even have a life update? I mean, I don't really. I feel like we've literally only talked about our goddamn selves for the last 4 weeks, so we should move on.
That's what we talk about every week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, last several weeks, we've just been like.
No, I'm just saying every episode, there's always a little something.
There's a little something sometimes.
I don't talk about ourselves. That's fine.
I don't know that there's any updates since last week.
I mean, I'm a full month sober, I guess.
Oh, that's a good update.
Full month.
And you've been really sticking to it?
Yeah.
No lie?
Not a sip.
Whoa. Yeah. And do you feel like as time goes on less tempted, or do you feel
a little less tempted, but it's
like it's getting harder?
It's just like, I guess you're just getting used to things that feel boring aren't, I guess.
Like what you would have classified as boring before is now like.
But like going out was always a thing to do and the fun thing to do, but it's not fun if you're not drinking.
Right.
So it's like I feel like I'm not having fun, but really that's not like a con.
Sure.
I just know it doesn't serve me anything, and
you got to find a different kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. You don't like give up addiction. You just replace it with something that's healthier. You know what I'm saying? Which I think I have that, but it's just like when it comes to the weekends, the end of the week.
Are people like just hitting you up a lot, or is it like you're trying to hit other people up? Like
no, I'm not. I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
The hitting people up, but I mean, just know every day is like slowly getting better and to whatever. I mean, because there's no end, right? Every day you're kind of striving towards this better you.
Yeah.
But there's no like perfection that will ever be met. So it's just that moderate balance.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it just got me thinking like what I want to do. And
you have so much free time now.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like free time, but like you do have more time, minus the going out and minus phone consumption.
But that does
frees up a lot of time.
Yeah, it bleeds into a lot of other things as far as like good habits. And, but that's, I think what I have replaced it with completely is obviously, I mean, this is kind of cool to look forward to. And then outside of work, just like, fitness wise. So if I can monetize that one day, that'd be great.
Totally. It'd be so great.
It's a new wave.
As we've discussed.
It's a new wave.
Yeah, you're in
because like that's like kind of like the envisioned dream is like
that's everyone's dream.
Trim's popping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm popping, but then that bleeds into this popping.
No, exactly.
And
The more
then
we pop, the more
I feel
we
like when
pop off.
that will prompt way more conversation.
Of course, of course. When it's like the podcast is about us and us discussing, things, like if there's no things, makes
Well,
it hard
yeah,
to
I mean, it's
discuss.
yeah, we are just, I would say, somewhat typical people, typical
We're so
Kansas.
average, yeah.
But I mean, people love it. Especially you, bitch. No, no, people love you for sure. That's the
People
first
love
thing people
me.
say.
To you, anyways.
Girls, yeah. Oh my God, your sister's so fucking funny.
Oh my God, stop.
I want to be your
I'm
sister's best friend. That's
blushing.
the
I'm
biggest one.
blushing. That's funny. I was like, I don't need
Little
any
do
more
you know.
friends, but just kidding. I'm so bitchy like that. Like I'm so like not good at keeping in touch with people. I'm not good at like forming new friends at this stage in my life. Like I'm just not
Can't imagine.
I'm not there right now. You know what
Do you
I
think
mean?
you want to do that eventually? Like,
I
do you
mean,
foresee new friends in
I
your future?
have one of my like longest, closest friends moving to Phoenix in November. So I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, duh.
I'm
Whoa.
good.
Yeah,
If I could make time for friends, I should be making time for the ones I've already developed and, you know, like care about.
that's valid.
Because I often don't even keep up with the people that I
Well, yeah,
like.
relationships in general are exhausting to like start
Complex.
anew.
And I
Any
just
type
don't
of
have the
relationship.
mental or the emotional or the physical capacity at this time. As you know, it's like
As you
I'm
know,
working or I'm with Sienna. And sometimes I try to do both
mom
and it doesn't work
life.
out so well. But it's just also getting harder because Logan's busier. Logan has officially started at Morgan Athletic Club at the Cardinal Stadium. It's like a contract situation for just a few days a month. And
Game dates.
game
When this will be
days,
out, he'll already have
he
done
will have,
his first
his first game day is
shebang.
this Sunday, which for the listeners have been this last Sunday.
Cardinals versus Rams.
So I'm really excited to hear how that goes and who is there. Like who is there?
Just how it goes too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
that's in 3 days.
I'm very excited
2
about
days.
that. And Global Ambassador, they just got their Michelin key. So
Yeah.
I
Shout
think
out Global.
like Phoenix is just elevating to new heights.
It is, and it's
And
gonna
largely
feel
because of
even more
Sandbox.
elevated because when the weather cools down.
And because we live in Arcadia.
That
The
all of it.
way like a year
You can
ago,
kind of. I mean, this is so
Logan
funny.
and I,
Deja vu from when we started, but
yeah,
you like the sky starts to change.
I know. We talked about this episode 1 and 2. Like you can see at sunrise and sunset like a different color like of light on the spectrum,
given the angle of the sun setting or rising. Yeah.
It just and it's the mornings are so beautiful. Like they're getting nicer and nicer to be out in the mornings outside.
This is our time.
But yeah, a year ago today, right? Like mid-September last year, we were like talking about like getting the pod together. We were setting it up. We were probably
corner and like talking about our fears and
yeah. And I
pros
was
and
like,
cons.
we were doing a pros and cons list. We were purchasing equipment and in the apartment still that we were in. And I don't even know what I was doing for work at that point. I think I was just working on type and trim, but hadn't started taking any clients yet. I had no like
real estate. No.
I had ended that last March. So it was like a summer and most of fall of like
that was a rough one, huh?
Building type and trim from the ground up. No clients until like this year. So what I'm saying is Logan and I, looking back a year ago, like we could have never guessed where we would be 1 year later. Like from the apartment to a house in Arcadia, from me having zero clients, zero work, to being overwhelmed, even just like getting quotes out, like it's just, and then Logan and I both like
in September, right?
Logan and I are both global girlies. Like we
double G.
We could have never guessed just where we would be.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, you're right. You're living in Arcadia. You're both pretty
employed by Global to an extent. Yeah.
And like that's what is going to be kind of like the pinnacle of like growth and what's happening and kind of like I don't want to say like, status is like a bad choice of words, but like as far as reputable
And then here's the thing, like
representations of like Arcadia and Scottsdale.
Yes.
You're in it.
We are deep in it, and it makes you think like, oh, last year I couldn't have even imagine how good it is like a year later. Imagine
I was about
this
to say
time
that
next
next
year. I think we'll be mind blown with like where we are at. I'll be like, oh my God, Kaden, could you have guessed a year ago you would have 1 million followers on TikTok?
We like, do you remember talking
Doesn't that kind
in
of give
our
you butterflies?
kitchen and then we're in a studio?
No, literally.
Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said in like this time next year, imagine having 1 million followers on TikTok and
Yeah,
just being like,
literally anything's
but
possible.
that's the thing. If you don't start
or just
somewhere,
being so happy and
you will
grateful.
never get there. It's like you can't keep dreaming of like the things you want
Yeah.
and not actually doing anything towards it
Yeah.
because you will never get there.
It's the same
That's a
thing of like
guarantee.
posting about it, talking about it with friends. It's kind of a negative thing to do because you are making it reality just by verbal. You know, like a verbal statement makes it kind of consciously feel like you're doing it because you're
yes,
like, you're talking about the act of doing it.
Or like you watching YouTube videos of like van life, feeling like you're being progressive in that
Yeah, I
instead
waste a
of
lot
like
of time on that.
instead of like going camping and trying something and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like
same thing
by proxy.
Posting.
It's like you feel like you're doing it, but you're not doing anything. I know.
Because what's the alternative?
You can only plan and prepare so much until you then do it, and then you can actually make adjustments based on
I think I'd rather just
that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned with type and trim.
Don't give a fuck how or what it looks like, essentially. Yeah. But I think it's just the consistency over time. That's literally why you are where you are.
Mm-hmm. I just remembered I applied for a grant.
It's the daily
a
thing
month
you
ago.
do over the years.
I think they're announcing the winner soon. I need to keep an eye on that.
That'd be sick. I just want to do a quick shout out to the Phoenicians. That this is on record, apparently, the hottest summer as far as the most consecutive days over 100 degrees.
Really?
We are still in it.
Oh.
Tomorrow will be today is the last day of it. So we've already got out of it, but today will be the day 110 consecutive days over 100 degrees.
And it's so funny because
it just seems mild though because we didn't have that many 110 plus days.
Sure, that's
couple
true.
113s.
That's true.
But that July was like
last July
115,
was the worst summer I've ever had in Arizona. Period. Yeah. This summer, because we have so much grass and it's like cold grass because of the sprinklers. You know what I mean? Like this has been the easiest summer of my life in Arizona.
Well, also our AC kicks ass.
Oh my God, our AC is working over motherfucking time. No, our AC is
I'm like literally chilly.
I'm like
midday.
In this corner especially. Yeah. That's why like nobody likes to sit in this corner because it's too cold.
Maybe. Well,
literally. Well,
we'll wait till
this house is just so big. AC, I don't want to be all the way over here. No, but I got bar stools recently, and now everyone likes to kind of congregate in the kitchen, which that's been the dream. That's been my dream
like
since
that
we
water
moved
cooler
here.
talk.
Yeah, it's just like at the end of the night when the boys come home from work and Sienna's down, and I'm like
cooking.
What's up, guys? How was your night? And you're like, cooking your 11 p.m. dinners.
Yep.
And I'm still like on my computer. But I'm also working towards a work-life balance. That's also like every day. Every day. I'm not going to be perfect, but I am going to try.
Feels good, though. I mean, given synchronicities and whatnot, I mean, that's just like signs of
on the right
being
path.
on the path. Even it's like, I mean, you're supposed to struggle in some way.
Yeah.
Whether it's mentally or like stress, anxiety.
Life isn't meant to be easy.
In a small way, because that gives you like the appreciation and gratefulness once you are, like you said, in the next year, like, holy shit, I have all these.
In that next phase of life. And think
deals.
about
type and trim is.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to do more brand stuff with type and trim, like brand events. Like I want to do like Bentley and you know
what
I mean?
about
like I want to do like
I know you did pictures
brands.
for like cores for like waste management. What if you did like a big brand?
Yeah.
Like could you do something like that?
Like for an event.
Their setup, you know, like a.
Yeah. I mean, every inquiry that I get, because my niche is completely custom. A lot of stationers do semi-custom where it's like, we've already designed it. You just tell me your details and we just like fill out your details in something that's pre-designed.
But this is only fabric signs?
I'm doing all stationary.
Because you do
signage,
like any type of sign.
Any type
like
of
a metal sign.
That's the thing. If somebody requested it, I would figure out a way to source it. Like I have in my brain like more than 20 vendors that I've like researched and like
so you can design
gotten samples
some
from
big boys.
I could design anything. Logan and I's brains together. We could create anything. And that's the thing. Every inquiry that I get, it's like something I've never done before.
Any brand
in some
or
sort of
any
process.
team.
It would just be very cool.
Even like, wow.
But it's a huge, every single quote that I give out, I'm like having to do so much research. It's a huge learning curve. Every single inquiry that I get, it's like, I don't know how to do any of this. I started out just doing a very small like offering and now, but that's the thing. I want to be known for doing highly custom luxury events. So I can't just be like, oh, I don't know how to do that. No, I don't do that. It's like, I'll find a way.
That's just the way.
But that takes up all my time is like learning all these new things. So it's just a lot of learning. And I literally have had, granted, this is due to my lack of water. I have had a migraine for now 4 days in a row.
She's aware.
I almost passed out last night, Kaden, when you guys were talking. Like I had to go lay down on the couch last night because I was seeing stars.
Oh, that's why?
I was like,
I don't know what we can do.
Well, I need to drink water. But it was all like I hadn't eaten all day. Like
it starts with you.
I was working on all these quotes, but it's fine. I'll be fine. I booked one last night. That's a really exciting wedding in November. And
the fact you've started this with, let's not talk about ourselves.
I know.
We just can't help it.
We have zero updates.
We can't help it.
We can't.
There's always something. You just gotta warm up to it, you know.
There's always some shit to talk about.
People know.
And
they're here for us, remember?
I guess. Ooh, Caden's got lo-fi in the background. He's got incense burning between us.
Back on my incense game. It's very
I've got a coffee today. Yeah, every morning when I smell incense, I'm like, Caden's up.
What's in your coffee there, ma'am?
Today for me, I have made
Look at the camera.
Today,
your camera.
Today for me, I have made a at-home latte, and I do a little honey on the bottom, pour the espresso over, then add the milk, then add the ice, and then I do a small caramel drizz. So it's like half honey, half caramel.
And that's your perfect every time.
And that's
never
my
disappoint.
perfect daily. It's like the equivalent of like me getting a van latte everywhere I go. Like,
yeah,
this is.
I feel.
Do you want to try it? Whole milk. Just give it a taste. I'll give it a good stir, stir, stir.
I don't know.
Give it a go. Just trust.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I think I'm just so used to
almond milk and stevia.
Yeah, because mine.
I don't want to taste it.
I know you don't. Iced mocha. I do a serving of the Monin dark chocolate sauce. A little bit of stevia powder from Trader Joe's, my fave. 2 shots of espresso, and then I do about 200 milliliters of almond milk. I found that's a good ratio.
You literally like measures.
To the top of the ice. And it's like my fucking favorite. Like literally no one.
That's nice.
Like it tastes like an iced mocha. And it's like SO beans. Shout out SO.
Shout out SO. We still
Been
get your
here
beans,
since day one.
But your baristas are inconsistent.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. We'll say. I
Donnie.
think I've told him.
Oh.
I wonder if that one
Have you
place
ever spoken up
listens.
because... No, I don't think so. Have you ever spoken up to SO like, this is not good?
I would never.
Oh, yeah, me neither. But it's often not. That's why I make it at home, and I get these nice little plastic cups to put it in so that I
need to
feel
gravitate towards that.
like I'm getting it out. You know, like I love the straw, the lid.
Reusable.
Shake,
Perfect.
shake, shake. Look at that. No spill. Shakies. Come on.
Come on.
We haven't talked about our coffees.
What's the
in a while.
theme of today?
So for our 50th episode, we are going to give you some facts or interesting do's on the 50 U.S. states. It's our Nifty 50 episode.
Nifty 50.
I thought that
Why
would be
not?
the perfect thing to talk about, especially because, you know, election season, debates just happened. Let's bring America together with some facts.
We need American unity of
it's
the
true.
United.
Let's be United States.
The United 50.
Let's be United States.
And I'm proud. All right.
Am I starting or are you?
You are number one.
Number one. And now we are going in order of when the state was founded.
Do you have when the state was founded?
Do.
Okay, cool. I also do.
I do.
Every single one.
December 7th, 1787, Delaware came to be. And in Delaware, I have a couple here. So let's see. This one's interesting. It's illegal to fly over water unless you're carrying sufficient supplies. The law ensures that if something goes wrong, that you have what you need to survive. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense, actually. That
one
makes
more
sense.
time.
In Delaware, it's illegal to fly over water unless you have XYZ supplies.
Supplies. Not
It doesn't
even a
even say what the
license?
supplies is, which is unhelpful. Additionally, if you could turn down the music a smidge, it's just hard for me to think and read.
It's only like the
I know.
same volume as.
I understand. Also, Dover, the capital of Delaware, is the second smallest state capital in terms of population in the U.S.
Whoa.
Fun fact. You go.
Stressed about the fucking volume now.
Don't be stressed.
Right. Pennsylvania, December 12th. 1787. So just 5 days after Delaware. Which is crazy. No one knows exactly when or how the Liberty Bell first cracked. It's a mystery. The first American flag, Betsy Ross, who is said to have sewn the first American flag, lived in Philadelphia.
Yep, that makes sense.
And obviously, the U.S. Constitution was written and signed in Philly in 1787.
Philly is very...
So, not only was Delaware the
historic.
first state, but they just said, fuck it, we're going to Pennsylvania to sign this out.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Okay, I was just thinking about what you said. Georgia, coming up in third, January 2nd, 1788.
No.
Is it not?
3 is New Jersey.
Why is mine, let's say, Georgia?
Where's your New Jersey?
Where's my fucking Jersey?
New Jersey is December 18th, 1787.
Oh my God, it literally skipped New Jersey on here. Oh my God, that fucks up my whole list.
Sorry, New Jersey listeners.
Hold on.
I can go on with Georgia.
Hold on.
Wait, no. Yeah, I would be.
You have Georgia next?
Yeah,
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it.
Georgia. Coca-Cola was invented in Atlanta, 1886, by pharmacist John Stitt. And, whoa, this is actually kind of cool. Stone Mountain. Georgia has the largest exposed granite stone in the world. What the hell? It's illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork.
What?
In Gainesville, Georgia, it's technically illegal to eat fried chicken with anything but your hands. That sounds, I guess, fried chicken. Kind of makes sense. I mean, I don't think I've ever eaten fried chicken with a fork. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Yeah, I can say that I have. Sorry, I am now scrambling. The one time I'm prepared, I couldn't be less prepared. Okay.
Oh, Georgia was. Oh, yeah, you said it. Sorry.
It literally keeps skipping.
Damn, these states were
Jersey.
just popping off.
Why is it? Let me ask. Why are you skipping Jersey? My God.
What did he tell you?
He just was like, sorry, here's a correction. I'm like, don't be a dumb bitch.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, New Jersey, December 18th, 1787. It's one of the few states where you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
Whoa.
Did you know
forget
that?
Some places have
Why
gas
can't-
attendees.
Like, why can't we pump our own? Maybe there was an incident where...
I mean, it's dangerous. If you think about it.
It is dangerous.
It's extremely
Flammable.
gallons of flammable
Extremely
liquid.
gallons.
It's called gas, but it's liquid.
That's a great point.
I mean, gasoline, I guess it's just how dense. Yeah. Don't ask me. I don't give a fuck.
In New Jersey, it's also illegal for birds to poop on statues.
Do they have hunters?
Although difficult to enforce, it's a real law.
Little handcuffs?
You coming with me, bitch? Can you imagine, if there's like state troopers that go around like checking on the statues, and then if it's like it's just like,
I know. Dead on sight.
or like a BB gun, or a paralyzing.
Tranquilizers,
Yeah.
Paralyzing bullets.
Also, you cannot wear a bulletproof vest while committing a crime in New Jersey. Doing so could add to your sentence.
Whoa. That's actually...
That's kind of funny.
But that kind of makes sense.
It's like,
because
you
then
can't be
your
illegal
intention...
and protect yourself.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something illegal,
Whoa.
you gotta risk it
But
to
I
get
feel like
the
if they're doing
biscuit.
something illegal, they don't care how long their sentence is, you know? But I guess there's
I know.
some barrier there.
I'm sure.
Massachusetts, February 6th, 1788. Birthplace of basketball. It was invented in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1891. Massachusetts. Oh God, I'm really bad at saying that. Massachusetts is one of the few states where happy hour discounts on alcohol are illegal.
People got too fucked up one time.
And of course, the Salem witch trials. And famous for the witch trials of 1692, where 20 people were executed.
Whoa.
And then also in 1919, a massive tank of molasses bursted, flooded the streets, and killed 21 people. Death
Can you imagine
by
drowning
molasses.
in molasses?
That's probably up there for worst ways to die.
Because it's so thick?
Yeah, like
You can't even swim. Your lungs immediately fill with motherfucking molasses. Like,
motherfucking molasses in Massachusetts.
yikes. Also, I feel as though I need to do 2 in a row because now we're going backwards and then up, backwards and then up. Like, we're going 6, 5, 8, 7. Like, you know what I mean? Because, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because now I got to go backwards.
Connecticut.
That's going to confuse me.
Whoopsie.
So I'm going to do 2 in a row. Connecticut.
Oh, it's the only reason that happened though is because I did Georgia for
I
you.
know.
Okay, 2 in a row. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
Rip it.
Georgia. All right. Connecticut, January 9th, 1788.
Shout out my Connecticutans.
There's the pickle law. A pickle is not legally a pickle unless it bounces.
What?
And who
Do we
tests?
have
Is there a
pickles?
pickle bouncer? We do have some pickles.
What a
But
title.
it's like it has to be buoyant and like
what do you do
bounce.
for work?
Pickle bouncer.
Pickles.
I bounce pickles on a table. But like I wonder if it's too cucumbery. It just like
Yeah, like
shouldn't
a
do
certain
that, but-
amount of vinegar has
yeah,
to be
yeah,
absorbed.
like brine.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, the first telephone book was issued in New Haven, Connecticut, 1878. And you're going to love this. The first hamburger
Whoa.
was made at Lewis's Lunch in New Haven. New Haven.
I wonder if that place still exists.
It's probably like a tourist destination, you would think.
Maybe.
Lewis's Lunch. Not a great name.
I mean, alliteration.
I love an alliteration, as we all know.
Did you not hear what I said earlier, too?
Barely.
I said, what did I say about the molasses? I said, oh, damn it.
What about molasses?
The Massachusetts fact I gave you. Whatever. Go ahead.
Okay.
I just had a cool alliteration with it. I don't think you heard it.
It's in Massachusetts also, just because I see it.
Okay.
Fun fact, it's illegal to eat more than 3 sandwiches at a wake.
At what?
At a wake, like at a funeral.
Oh my god.
You can't have more than 3. And it's again, these laws are because someone took it too far. Had 10 sandwiches.
I wonder what that sentence is like.
Puked all over. 10 years.
I'd risk it.
It's like they offer free sandwiches.
Yeah, some salty like legislator had like someone die and then at the funeral
and then their drunk uncle ate 20 sandwiches.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do Maryland so we can get back on track here. Number 7, Maryland, April 28th, 1788. 1788 was a big year for America. Lots of founding colonies.
Yeah.
Okay, it's illegal to swear in public parks in Maryland.
I wonder if that's still relevant.
How can you even do that? And I wonder, I don't know. That's just so interesting.
But again, laws are like, the speed limit. People don't really follow them.
Mm-hmm. Birthplace of the national anthem.
Whoa.
Star Spangled Banner was written in Baltimore during the War of 1812.
Francis Scott Key.
Hit all the right keys.
I think it's like on record to be like one of the hardest.
It's one of the hardest songs
to ever sing.
It is. And that's why leave it to a professional. Because
leave it to Whitney.
R.I.P.
I know, but one of the best, no?
Star Spangled Banners or just singers?
Yeah, both.
I don't know. I don't recall a Star Spangled Banner that she did.
What? That's Super Bowl.
What year?
Nah, something back there
You're
in the 90s.
useless. No, I'm just kidding. All right,
Maybe
your
even
turn.
like 88. All right, we are in South Carolina. May 23rd, 1788. In South Carolina, Pawleys Island has a ghost known as the Gray Man who warns of impeding hurricanes. Huh?
What do you mean, gray man?
That's what they call him. The ghost known as Gray Man. South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union in 1860. And then the first shots of the Civil War, of course, were fired at Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor. I heard Charleston is like, I have a few coworkers that have been there before. That's like their favorite city in the whole country.
What? Why?
Just the like the
New England
vibes, the
vibes?
nature, the like I guess the bar scene too.
I
mean, have yet to go. It's like we live in these states. Yet I don't know shit or ever like. There's just so much going on over there.
Haven't seen.
So much going on over there. There's way more states over there than over here, of course.
I know, it's crazy.
It's just like the further east you go, the smaller they get.
I know. That's so interesting.
Yeah, and we're basically though like the last. Obviously, as we get down the list, the last founded.
Right. They just kept
so we're just so new,
spreading.
We're so used to, I guess.
We're one of the Arizona's one of the later ones. Yeah. Sure.
Because I mean,
infrastructure.
We'll get to the date.
Okay. New Hampshire.
What a
and
weird
maybe
one, huh?
This is. I mean,
ever met someone from New Hampshire?
Literally no. Who is from New Hampshire? June 21st, 1788. Number 1, no dancing without a permit. It's illegal to dance without a permit in cafes.
Man, I'd get fucking arrested all the time over there.
Arrest me.
Wait, no dancing?
No dancing in cafes without a permit. Because then you're like a performer and you would need a performer's permit.
I wonder when you like go get your driver's license.
So no open mic. Well, it's like, can you imagine
it's
like
on your ID or
open
something?
mic night? Like everyone has to sit still and like no one can get up and dance.
That'd be really hard though with the influence.
Like what
of liquid
is this a dance? Sitting down, like
you get down.
You.
I am.
Wow, that's like the funniest thing you've ever said. Oh my god.
Oh god.
That was good.
Thanks. I'm gonna fucking keep this recorded forever because you're right. I could never say stuff that quick.
Okay, I am.
You go harder.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Ooh. A little legal loophole, not with the dancing, but a pregnant woman cannot be charged with murder.
That is.
So if you wanted to kill your husband, get pregnant, kill your husband, and then nothing will happen.
So these things had to be voted for, right?
But here's the thing. Once you have the baby, can't you then be like charged? You know, it's like, oh, you had the baby. Now you're going down.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
A later charge.
That's so interesting. That is so interesting. New Hampshire's state motto, live free or die.
Wow.
Die hard, too.
Die hard.
Oh, my God.
Did you say the date was born?
1788, just like all the other ones
June
around
21st.
these parts. Next.
All right, Virginia.
That
is, sorry, I lost it. June 25th, your pre-birthday, 1788. We have, speaking of birthplace of presidents, Virginia has produced 8 U.S. presidents, more than any other state. Don't know why. And it was America's first settlement. Jamestown. I didn't know that was in Virginia. Maybe I did. Founded in 1607, was the first permanent English settlement.
Whoa.
That's what's so wild about all those areas over there, like colonies and shit. The history that just like lurks.
And that's why they feel like it's like new. That's why they call it New England. because it's like the people
yeah.
from England
But they're kind of like stuck in their
colonizing.
ways. Do you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like that's why you don't hear people
And they don't have good
from
food.
the areas
Just
over
kidding.
there because they're like comfortable with being over there. I don't know. I just feel like
Sure.
I mean everyone
They
you
don't-
meet is the same.
But I mean, I could say that about myself.
Minnesota, I get that a lot
Like
of people
I'm
from
not going
Minnesota.
over there.
You have though.
I know, but I'm not staying.
Did you guys do anything in Virginia?
No, we did.
Well, I trust your judgment because if you didn't like it, I probably definitely wouldn't.
I felt. I mean, again, I'm seeing small bits. I saw a good chunk. I mean, we did literally New York City in a day, Manhattan in a day, and we went from Times Square to Battery Park, like tops to bots, weaved our way
whole
through,
island?
and it was like gorgeous, and it was cool, and it was like, yeah,
Kinda
I
felt
get
like
the
you're in a
hype.
movie?
It did totally feel not like Times Square is just so touristy, but like just seeing it looked like a set. It looked like a Universal Studios kind of set vibe. Just how historic it was, but I could never live there. Like I could never.
Yeah, like your day to day.
I would visit for maybe 3 days tops.
Well, that's what
And then
people
be like,
explain is that you
I'm ready to
go
go
on a
home.
drive like across the states, like you're always like passing through a town or passing through. Whereas we want to go to Flag, it's like fucking bare.
Yeah, that's true
2
too.
hours.
It's just a boring drive.
Like people I've met from New York that are here and they talk about the drives even to like San Diego or something. Like they're just shocked by how much just open space there is.
Yeah. But which means like what if it just kept developing? Like
well, that's what I think about sometimes when I'm on those like San Diego
so
trips.
much
I'm like,
land.
what if this became just like a veil? Like,
yeah,
like that's how it
a
started.
bunch of like
there's,
little cities.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, then
They'd have to
fix
build
that
schools. They'd have to build
fucking
services like
railway of like speed trains.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Would
Become
love
the
that.
new like a big Europe.
Get on it, Buttigieg.
But those climates are also not conducive.
Totally.
There's a bunch of phoenixes over there, honestly.
New York, speaking of which,
Whoa.
is next. July 26th, 1788. Slippers are illegal after 10 p.m.
I don't get it. Like what, in public, I'm guessing?
Probably in public,
A
but
lot
it's
of these
like
are
that's
public
the only
laws.
time you wear slippers. It's like night or morning. Like
In your house.
I guess
People do that. Like, you know, they get out of bed.
It's got to be like publicly.
Yeah.
Going to the bars. But you know it's because someone stepped on a nail in their slippers and you know what I mean? Like, and then tried to sue the state or something.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah,
Additionally,
I guess that's a good point.
the Empire State Building has its own zip code.
What?
And I wonder if it's because of the height or because I wonder. I just don't know.
And I wonder
That's all I have
how
for
it feels.
I would think there'd
is it
be a
me?
little crazier ones for New York. but-
Yeah, right? New York's
But,
crazy.
you know, if I had a list of 10 per, I'm sure there would be some.
New York is crazy.
New York is crazy.
That's the thing about those places is, I mean, like, all I think about is just like how
Chaos.
insane is like the nightlife and like the underground scene.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine like Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago's nice, so. All right. We are North Carolina. November 21st. I think we're past the 88s. Oh my god, I lost it. 1789. All right. North Carolina. Oh, I guess I'm on the soda foundings. Pepsi's birthplace was invented in New Bern, North Carolina, 1893. Biltmore Estate, Asheville, North Carolina, which we fantasize about sometimes, is home to the largest privately owned home in America.
What?
The Biltmore Estate. Whoa.
I wonder if it's the same
England
people that own
influence.
Biltmore.
That's a good question
You know?
there. And then the mysterious brown mountain lights. People have reported seeing mysterious unexplained lights in the sky over Brown Mountain for centuries. Which is, again, Appalachia.
Appalachia is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's another reason, like, I think because it's so dense and, like, so large and so untouched.
Pause.
Sorry. Why?
You say pause, like when you're like saying stuff that sounds like a that's what she said.
What?
You've never heard of that?
Never heard of that in my life. I'm like, do you have to go take a shit right now?
No,
like, pause
it's just
what?
like, pause, because you're like so dense, so big, so untouched. And then you say pause.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny.
But like following on to that. Okay, actually, go ahead and finish that.
No.
Just that places like that exist, massive lands of
Yes.
nature.
And there's been
'Cause
like
we're such a developed country, but there's like you can still be out in the middle of
large,
nowhere, no
untapped.
civilization, and get lost and maybe not be found.
And you hear more with Appalachia. You hear, and isn't there like 3
Skinwalkers.
different ways to say that? Like Appalach.
Yeah, I know. I
There's
struggle
like
every time.
there's like 3 different, like there's like arguments about how to pronounce it, and it's like the locals say it one way, like other people say it one way, and then other people say it another way. There's literally like different ways. Anyways,
What an annoying word.
you hear about the skinwalkers and like the Bigfoot of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen some videos. I've
heard
seen some
things.
things. I've heard some things.
Which sucks though, because
Makes me curious.
that's a trail too, like just like the oh my god, it's a habahuba, the Pacific Crest Trail, and then there's the Continental Trail.
Someone
then over there
just completed the Pacific Crest Trail, and like I don't know if she broke the record, but she's like one of the top 3 or someone people to have completed it, and she did it in like 14 days. Something crazy. Like, no, I'm not kidding. I'm not.
I don't know about
kidding. That. Okay, now we need to.
I got it. Fastest PCT through hike. Fastest known time. 46 days. 12 hours, 50 minutes. And it was a girl, I think. Yeah. Carol.
And how recent?
Wait, this looks like a dude. A Belgian dentist. Um, 2016. It's a speed record.
Okay, 46 days. So not 14 days, but
that's still insane.
I believe this is the girl who just did it. Yeah, August 2023. She just set the new fastest known time, running the entire 2,650 miles from the US-Mexico border to Canada in a little over a month.
How many days?
She averaged 60 miles a day in 46 days.
That's insane.
That's insane. And again, was running most of it.
Yeah.
In order to do that.
You'd have to.
Can you imagine running?
That's like
I don't even want to run 2 miles.
% of human existence.
She's an Belgian ultra runner.
Wait, I'm looking at the same one. It's a dude.
Well, what's his time?
Carol, right? Karel. I think we're talking about the same person. Belgian dentist and ultra runner. Sets the record for fastest known time and the brightest smile.
That's funny. Yeah, it's just like the pictures. Like, okay, maybe that's next. Oh, January 2024, she did it in 63 days. So she's
probably the fastest woman for sure.
The fastest woman for sure. That's the picture of the woman that I'm seeing. I just can't believe people that do that, but I like am jealous too.
Inspiring.
Like, not that I would actually ever do that, but it's like
I just think about what does that do
that
to
would be
like
cool to accomplish something like that.
Your mind and
such resilience.
Yeah.
Bro.
But also just like the experience of that hike and the scenes and scenery and the trials and tribulations.
What am I on? Rhode Island.
Ooh, that used to be my favorite state.
Just because it was the smallest.
Yeah.
May 29th, 1790. Sorry, I had to check my facts real quick. No professional sports on Sundays. Professional sports cannot be played on Sundays without express permission. Isn't that like the best day for it?
We would.
Rhode Island's official state drink is coffee milk.
Sign me up.
Coffee milk. And of course, as we know, it's the smallest U.S. state.
Isn't coffee milk just a latte?
Isn't that the coffee I had at Esto yesterday? It was so milky.
I know. I saw him do it. I was like, oh, God, she's not going to like it.
It's okay. I brought it around. The little mocha scissor.
Moaning. In the moaning.
Top of the moaning. Top of the moaning.
Moaning in the moaning. Gets me moaning.
Your turn.
Vermont. March 4th, 1791. Only state without a McDonald's. Oh my God, I did not know that.
And is it because Vermont doesn't want one or because McDonald's doesn't want to be there?
Maybe both. I mean, such a narrow state.
That's so weird. Makes no sense.
It was the first state to abolish slavery
Mm-hmm.
and the world's largest underground lake. Located in Plymouth, Echo Lake is the largest underground lake in North America.
That's crazy. Underground lakes? Doesn't that erode land over time? You know what I mean? And then like,
well, haven't you seen like
sinkholes?
Certain like density of different like I don't know like a type of liquid that is in oceans that make it look like a beach.
Yes. Interesting.
You can like it's like buoyant, buoyant almost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Kentucky, June 1st, 1792. All residents, this is the Bath Law. All residents must bathe at least once a year.
Ooh.
And it's like, they had a problem
Kentucky,
because someone didn't bathe for years and died or something. Or, I don't know.
Which is wild though because, yeah.
Kentucky produces 95% of the world's bourbon.
The world. I don't know.
95% of the bourbon in the world comes from motherfucking Kentucky. How crazy is that?
They must have crazy like tours of their distilleries and shit.
Barrels on barrels. 95% of the world's barrels are also in Kentucky.
Barrels.
That's crazy.
Tennessee. Speaking of which, the Jack Daniel's distillery in Lynchburg uses water from a local cave spring to make its famous whiskey. Even though it tastes like shit. Home of Elvis, of course, Graceland. Mansion in Memphis, second most visited home in the U.S. after the White House.
People fucking love Elvis, dude.
The Lost Sea, the world's largest underground lake. What? You're lying to me.
Wait a minute. We just had this. The world's largest, not North America's largest. It said the world's largest?
Yes. Okay.
I believe.
And the world's largest Rubik's Cube, weighing 600 pounds.
Diversity. That's what that
is. Come on now. 600 pound. That's insane.
Can I mention another one for Tennessee?
Yeah.
In Tennessee, you can legally eat roadkill.
Ah.
Can you imagine running over a freaking cat and being like, "You're the only 10 I see"?
Okay.
That's sick.
Clever.
That's sick.
That is disgusting.
That's sick. Ohio, March 1st, 1803. Dueling is illegal.
Ohio, huh? Dueling?
Yeah, like no dueling. Like no, like I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah. Weird. Knight's Tale vibes.
First professional baseball team, the Cincinnati Red Stockings, which is like the Red Sox took that, Maybe it changed to Red Sox and then they moved.
Cincinnati is still Cincinnati Reds.
Red Stockings?
Just the Reds.
Just the Reds. Okay.
But interesting. Now I know where it comes from.
Because then the Red Sox came along and it was like, we can't have two Red Sox.
Mascot. Cincinnati.
Is it a sock?
Maybe. Oh no, it's just the C.
And then why is it Red Sox too? Like, you stole it from Ohio. Also, rubber capital of the world for tire production. The world's tires come out of Ohio. So we got Kentucky bourbon, we got Ohio rubber tires. America.
Damn, right?
American made. All right,
Underground lakes. We have Louisiana.
This is going to take us 10 years.
April 30th.
We got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, we can speed run. 1812, Louisiana. Mardi Gras laws. It's illegal to ride on a Mardi Gras float without wearing a mask. Home of Tabasco. Tabasco sauce was invented and is still produced on Avery Island. And there's haunted swamps. The swamps in Louisiana are said to be home to ghosts, including mythical Rougarou, a Cajun werewolf.
Cajun werewolf.
That sounds really scary.
Louisiana is scary. New Orleans,
Well, if you look on the map,
Scary
dude, how like
vibes.
the swamps and like all this little tiny islands they have separated
Scary.
off. Yeah.
Very scary indeed.
The
I don't
Rougarou.
need to go, but I do want to see what the
New Orleans
Cajun
is like.
werewolf. That's the thing. I don't
Oh.
need to go. There's so much of the like, you know, voodoo doll, like witchy,
Yeah, it feels like
dark
New Orleans has
magic.
like
It has like a dark cloud
negative
over it.
vibe.
That's how I feel about it as well.
Sightings of the Rougarou have been reported throughout Louisiana for centuries. Sightings, huh? Probably just people dress up. All right.
Satins. Indiana. These are not interesting. Sorry.
December
December
11th.
11th, 1816, Indiana once attempted to change the value of pi to 4. And I'm like,
What?
we're just going to round up.
Goddamn Indiana.
Lazy. Indy 500, obviously held annually, is the largest single-day sporting event in the world. I wouldn't have thought that.
I
In the
want to
Indy
challenge
500.
that. I want to challenge that.
Single day. Because, you know, some maybe sporting events are multi-day.
Yeah, but think of like
But
the
single
Super Bowl
day.
or
Indy
like
500.
the World Cup. Maybe I get it. Okay.
I don't get it. Also, the first city, they had the first city to have electric streetlights.
Whoa. Huh.
And what were they doing before that? In person, that was like a light
Street
attendant.
lights or like traffic lights?
Oh. Probably street lights because that's what it says.
But yeah, what were they doing before that? Just lanterns, right? Someone had to
Or
go light
just
them up.
the lights on the car.
Light it up. What'd you just do?
Indiana.
It's kind of boring. Yeah, I was saying. Mississippi. December 10th, 1817. Moving along. Oh God. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, here we go. The teddy bear origin. The teddy bear was invented after President Theodore Roosevelt refused to shoot a bear on a hunting trip in Mississippi. Bears in Mississippi?
Interesting.
Back to Elvis. That's where he was born.
Mm-hmm.
And the catfish capital
Mm-hmm.
is known as, oh yeah, Belzani, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, home of blues music. That's about it.
Gorgeous. Illinois. As we know, Chicago deep dish. World's first skyscraper, 1885. And it was once, this doesn't make sense to me. It was once illegal to speak English in Illinois. You had to speak American.
That's what it says?
Yeah. I'm like, did we try to do like American language, but then we were like, well, let's just use
Well, what's
English.
weird is that in America, there's so many different dialects in a sense.
Yeah.
Accents and
But I'm like,
slang.
because it was like England that came and settled and we were just using English, I wonder if like they tried to do a new language that was like just
Maybe.
for us.
Huh.
But then they were like, that's too much work. Let's stick with the English.
It's probably a lot of work to create a new language.
Like, what is American?
Where do you even start?
Openly.
All these like rules and shit, and grammar. Ugh.
I'm not going to actually read all that. Okay. Back to it.
Alabama. December 14th, 1819. Alabama. First 911 call. The first ever 911 emergency call in the U.S. was made in Haleyville, Alabama in
Really?
1968.
The 60s was the first 911 call?
68. Yeah.
That feels late in the game. What were we doing before? Just making a call to our like city council and like, I'm about to be murdered.
I don't know.
Like, what were we doing?
Even that southern accent.
I can't
I guess
help
it fits.
it.
We're talking about Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's the rocket capital. Huntsville, Alabama is known as the Rocket City due to its role in space exploration and NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center.
Alabama also has a ban on playing dominoes on Sundays.
People and their Sundays.
It's all, you know, it's religion. Like, it's religious. It's religiously driven.
The Vulcan, a 56-foot tall statue of the Roman god of fire, is in Birmingham,
That's cool.
Alabama.
That's cool. That is cool. Maine, March 15th, 1820. It's illegal to dance in establishments that sell alcohol unless you have a special amusement permit. Again, with the permits and the dancing. Is this how Footloose came to be? That movie that was like,
I gotta
the
dance.
cops were like, you can't dance.
I know. Wonder.
Like,
It's also
why
a weird
can't we
way to
dance?
express, right? Other than like singing, but like dancing.
No, it's
Isn't
very
dancing weird though. Like your body is in tune with frequencies, and you have
can't
to
help
move.
it.
You have
can't
to
help
move.
it. I just wonder why that would be legal. And it's also illegal to keep an armadillo as a pet in Maine, which I get. I get that.
Yeah.
They're not domesticated. And also, it's the state of lighthouses. Maine has more than 60 lighthouses, many more than any other state on the East Coast.
Maine
That would be
cool
so
to go
nice.
to.
I was going to say, like, I would go to Maine for the lighthouses.
And the autumn is
Yeah,
insane.
autumn vibes, Maine, Portland, Maine. I've heard great things.
Or even Arcadia National Park.
Cool. Let's do it.
Missouri, August 10th, 1821. Home of the world's largest beer factory, the Anheuser-Busch Brewery in St. Louis, largest beer factory in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Twain's home.
Mm-hmm.
The Gateway Arch, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's the tallest man-made monument in the U.S.
Wow.
And home of the ice cream cone.
Don't cone ice cream.
Well, because I was reading another one, the Ha Ha Tonka State Park.
How many facts do you have per state?
5.
I should have asked for 5. I have
Chat
3.
helps.
And
No, it's okay. We don't need 5. But the ice cream cone was popularized in 1904 when an ice cream vendor ran out of dishes and used waffles as cones.
Yum. It's also illegal to wrestle a bear in Missouri. And it's illegal to work.
I forget that there's a lot of fucking bears.
There's so many bears. You love bears. You got to get out of here and go see some bears.
Bear.
There's also in Missouri a squirrel worry law. It's illegal to worry about squirrels in Missouri. But it's like, how are you reading my mind?
Yeah.
How did you know I was worrying about that?
You like make eye contact
I'm
with
like,
one and
please.
don't do it. I want to check.
Okay, Arkansas, June 15th, 1836. It's illegal for dogs to bark after 6 p.m. in Little Rock, bro.
Dude.
It's like the poor dogs.
So they're well trained or something?
You're under arrest.
The best dogs.
You got to keep them inside. Keep their yapper shut.
Muzzles.
That's sad.
That is.
Arkansas is home to Crater of Diamonds State Park, where visitors can dig deep. Oh, it doesn't say the word deep. Can dig for and keep any diamonds that they find. Kaden?
Diamonds, huh?
There's a diamond park where you can dig and keep whatever you want. I'm sure they're not like clarity, like blah, blah, blah.
Still.
But that's the thing is like, is that okay to just allow whoever to come and like take
how much do you
mineral
need to
resources?
Get to have actually like a worth?
Well, again, like
diamond.
It's the worth is in like the clarity, the cut, the like if it has specks, you know, like
Isn't
the
that weird?
color.
We just gave a mineral value, a rock.
And by we, it was, what's the family that did the marketing and the...
Rockefeller?
No, it's like, it starts with D. D's nuts. And Arkansas, this feels right. The first Walmart store opened in Rogers, Arkansas in 1962.
Rogers, huh? That was state 25, so we might want to just do one.
No, I know.
Like
we're
each
halfway through, and how long have we been talking already?
About to hit an hour.
No! Oh my God! We have to.
I know.
And
Michigan.
I feel like we're just getting to the good states.
I know. I know. The latter half.
We're just gonna.
The West Side.
Kaden, we can't afford any more pauses in between. We're just going.
All right, Michigan, January 26, 1837.
I said no
I have to
pauses.
swipe. It gives me
Just
so
kidding.
many options. The mystery of the Paulding Light. In the Upper Peninsula, a mysterious light known as the Paulding Light appears in a remote valley and remains unexplained. 2 peninsulas. Michigan is made up of 2 separate peninsulas. Okay, yeah, we already fucking knew that.
Not
the
fun
hand
facts.
map. Michiganders often show where they live by holding up their hand because the lower peninsula is shaped like a mitten.
Okay.
Huh.
Also, it's illegal to serenade your girlfriend in Michigan.
I doubt that.
No, literally, look
I
it
don't
up.
get it.
Also, the birthplace of the modern automotive industry.
Oh, yeah, Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit's.
Florida, March. Oh, I just spit.
Florida might be
March
good.
3rd, 1845. It's illegal to sing in public places while wearing a bathing suit. So if you're on the boardwalk and you see a karaoke guy and you're not wearing clothes,
shoot him.
Don't even think about it. Skateboarding without a license is prohibited in Florida. You need a license to skateboard.
I
Give me a break.
I mean, I know yours is pretty updated, so.
Yeah, this is the best.
Texas. Maybe 2 each.
Okay.
Texas, December 29th, 1845. Scrolling. Sorry. Dr. Pepper. That's where it was invented. Wacko, Texas, 1885. Oldest major soft drink brand in America. Bigger than any country in Europe. Texas is larger than any country in Europe, and if it were a country, it would be the 39th largest in the world.
Whoa. Iowa, December 28th, 1846. No kissing for longer than 5 minutes.
7 minutes in heaven.
How does one do that? And palm reading is prohibited in Cedar Rapids. They're famous for their butter cow sculpture.
Oh, God.
In Iowa. They do like butter contests there. Anyways.
Speaking of butter, how about some cheese? Wisconsin, May 29th, 1848. America's Dairyland. It's known for producing more cheese than any other state, earning the nickname America's Dairyland.
And the cheese-shaped hats.
Well, that's
they do the
Green Bay
hats,
Packers.
But it's also like part of it. Like
cheese heads. Inventor of the blender. The electric blender was invented in Racine, Wisconsin in 1922 by Stephen Poplowski.
California, September 9th, 1850.
Well, you got Cali. Nice.
It's illegal to eat a frog that dies during a frog jumping contest.
What's weird, though, is that think about like Iowa, Texas, Florida.
Why are we eating that?
And then they just fucking went all the way far west.
Yeah, they were like, let's just skip all this land. Let's find the next coast.
The Indians.
Find the next coast. Monetize that property.
But the plains were super dangerous.
Oh, that's a great point. They were
the
like,
tribes.
Don't mind us. Terrifying, actually. I think we've talked a little bit about.
Yeah, they would do terrible things.
Native American.
Terrible things.
Scary times.
Cali.
Spitting on the sidewalk is illegal.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's all. We're gonna keep going.
I've spat there.
That's the thing. Are the cops really that well versed in all these weird, minute laws? Aren't they just looking for the big guns? You know,
you're right.
They're not looking for the littles. They don't have the resources.
Red light run the other day. Minnesota, May 11th, 1858. Land of 10,000 lakes. Minnesota actually has over 11,000 lakes, living up to its famous nickname. And it's the home of Spam.
Like the canned Spam?
And of course, the largest shopping mall in America.
Oregon, this is ironic.
You get the cool ones.
I know. Oregon, February 14th. You know what else was founded February 14th?
Valentine's.
Arizona.
Love.
Both Arizona and Oregon on Valentine's Day, Kaden.
Oh my God. It's destiny.
This is love.
Is this love?
I didn't do that. 1859. It's another state that it's illegal to pump your own gas. It's also illegal to collect rainwater without a permit, which is crazy because it rains all the fucking time.
Good rainwater.
Such pure rainwater. And then it's home to Crater Lake, which is the deepest lake in the U.S.
How deep?
Deep.
So deep.
Next.
And I mean deep.
And I mean real deep.
Kansas, January 29th, 1861. Windiest city in the U.S. Dodge City, yeah. Known for having the highest average wind speed. Pizza Hut origin. Largest wheat producer. And it's home of the largest ball of twine.
And it's illegal to catch fish with your bare hands.
You can find the world's largest ball of sisal? Twine weighing over 20,000 pounds.
Oh my God. Who twined that twine?
That's 10 tons. And Wizard of Oz.
Classic. West Virginia, June 20th, 1863. It's illegal to whistle underwater.
Can you even do that?
It's also home to Mothman, the famous cryptid.
Whoa. Do you remember? Did you ever see that movie?
I was so scared of the cover that I was like, I had nightmares about the idea of Mothman, and I don't believe I ever watched it.
Interesting. The Mothman.
Next.
Nevada on Halloween, 1864.
Which is
Happy birthday,
ironic.
Mom. Nevada, obviously, the gambling capital. Area 51 mysteries. The Hoover Dam. supplies water and electricity to much of Nevada, Arizona, and Cali. Burning Man Festival, and it's the least rainy state. Driest state in the U.S., receiving an average of just 10 inches per year. See, I need a mix of everything, okay? We're probably second for that.
Nebraska, March 1st, 1867. Bars cannot sell beer unless they're also brewing a kettle of soup. It's the soup law. You can't have beer unless you're also giving them soup so that they don't get too drunk.
Obviously, Mom's Leek
Mom's
is good.
Leek soup, with the white chili.
Dude, we need to do some
Top
soup
2
soon with our little crock pot.
I know. I'm going to be so on my soup. I make a very good chicken tortilla soup.
Okay.
Very good chicken
with
tortilla
sour cream
soup.
in it?
On the end, a little dollop. Little melted cheese, avocado.
And of course, a classic tomato bisque.
A classic tomato bisque with a little grilled
garlic
cheesy.
Toast. Or yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Dude, sourdough grilled cheese.
I forgot about grilled cheese.
I have.
Did.
Dude,
so many carbs.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
sourdough
we'll do
cheese.
we should do a rosemary sourdough grilled cheese with maybe like some chicken in it too. Like a little
something about chicken.
A little protein. Okay. Also,
can't wait.
It's illegal for people with STDs to get married in Nebraska. No marriage for STD carriers. How weird is that?
That is weird. But how do you prove it? It's off. Before you say I do. Before you say I do.
Before you say I do. Okay.
Flash them. Colorado, August 1st, 1876. In Colorado, we all know the Mile House City, the Four Corners Monument. Aspen trees connected. Aspen trees in Colorado are known to form large colonies of interconnected roots. I mean, I think we all knew that about aspens, right?
Mm-hmm,
so if you see a big bunch, it's because it's all one root, by the way, if you knew that.
So aspens are branches.
Essentially. They're all the same.
It's often the same
individual trees.
That's so weird.
Yeah. They're just a bunch
so in
of
Flagstaff,
trees.
That's just
when
one
you look in the mountains,
tree
you see like a fucking fat bunch. That's one all connected root.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
To think about.
Highest paved road in the U.S., 14,000 feet. And the pioneer of cannabis legalization in 2012.
Pioneers.
2012. What was that? Remember that weird thing?
First year of college.
No, it was like Kana. Or was that 2015?
I don't know.
That weird. Some are louder than others.
Oh. Wow, it's like boring without.
Let's go to a different one.
North Dakota. No bingo for more than 5 hours.
What you say?
Because someone was playing all night long.
Yeah.
It's illegal to serve beer and pretzels together. I'm so sorry. What about beer, cheese, pretzels? That's illegal? That's all I got. I mean, Theodore Roosevelt was from there.
Where? From where? Sorry?
North Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
They give away a Theodore Roosevelt Rough Rider Award to individuals who made significant impact on the state.
Also weird areas, right? So South Dakota's next. The same day. Scrolling down. South Dakota, Mount Rushmore, of course, which I heard is very underwhelming.
It's small.
And there's like a way different, whatever.
It's not what you think it is.
Corn Palace. Mitchell, South Dakota is home to the world's only corn palace, a building decorated entirely in murals made from corn and other grains. That's such a Midwest thing.
That's so Midwest.
The largest mammoth fossil site has the world's largest collection of mammoth fossils. That's really cool. And some hot springs. Yeah.
Montana, November 8th, 1889. It's illegal to have sheep in the cab of your truck without a chaperone.
Sheep?
A sheep.
Man.
In Billings, raising pet rats is prohibitado.
Where Dad was born.
I know. I wonder if he had a rat.
I know.
Illegally. Big Sky Country is their nickname for its vast open landscapes.
Beautiful up there. I want to go back.
Take me.
Washington, November 11th, 1889. Washington, home of Starbucks. I think we all know that. And Pike Place is one of their coffee beans, but that's actually where the street was on. Pike Place. It's 1971. Mount Rainier is the inactive stratovolcano, which I think
we talked about.
I showed you, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. They were also, did you know they were the first to legalize marijuana? That's what it
I
says.
just said about Colorado. Hold on. Colorado in 2012 was one of the first.
Okay. It was
Maybe they
also with
simultaneously.
Washington. Yeah, because
That's
it
what
was
I'm saying, bro.
2012.
This progressive West, like Oregon,
I know.
they legalized
Progressive West.
psilocybin.
I love that name. The Progressive West. Also, there's Bigfoot protections in Washington. And it's like, why are there Bigfoot protections if there's no Bigfoot? It's illegal to harass Bigfoot in Washington. And I'm like, so it exists. So you're admitting. Idaho?
I'm not done.
Oh.
Microsoft
Idaho.
headquarters in the Olympic rainforest is the only temperate rainforest in the U.S.
Whoa.
Olympic National Park. I have to go there.
Yeah.
A fucking rainforest is so cool.
You love greenery. Idaho, July 3rd, 1890. It's illegal to give your dog whiskey in Idaho. That makes sense.
I would hope so. Everywhere.
Yeah, you would think.
Not Kentucky.
Riding bicycles on tennis courts is illegal. And it's also the potato capital, as we know. It is supplying a third of the U.S.'s potatoes. That's a lot. It's a lot of
French
tato.
fries.
It's a lot of tater tot. We're almost done.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
What should you just do?
We're on 44.
Which one did you just do? Oh.
Idaho.
Wyoming. July 10th, baby. We have a state founded on my birthday. 1890. And I believe I just read this before actually out loud. Yellowstone National Park in 1872 was the first national park, but also in the world. It was the very first national park. The first state to grant women the vote. Let's go, Wyoming.
Let's go.
In 1869. Wow, that's a long time ago. Devil's Tower, of course. Famous rock formation featured in the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The lowest population, fewer than 600,000 people in that state. And the Wild West town of Cody.
Utah, January 4th, 1896.
Mormons.
All Utah residents are required to drink milk. What do you mean?
Mama's milk.
Also known for extensive dinosaur fossil records and dinosaur tracks. Whoa. Isn't that interesting? I could see in like the valleys and the mountains and whatever, like dinosaurs like crossing the land. Like I can visualize that. I could see that that's Utah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think Utah, you think pioneers and little fucking wagons.
Yeah.
I think about dinosaurs.
Obviously, headquarters of Mormons. They don't like being called Mormons.
And they were
though.
Mormon. What?
No, they don't like being called Mormons.
What?
They're Latter-day Saints.
LDS. Choose
headquarters of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's like if you want people to get on board with it, make a shorter name.
CTR.
Choose
yeah, right.
Go.
I chose it. Oklahoma. We are November 16th, 1907. Oklahoma, huh? Tornado capital, of course. Just watched that. It's pretty good. Twisters. Fried Rattlesnake Festival. The largest population of Native Americans. I didn't know that. With 39 recognized tribes.
That's a lot.
Oil capital. It's for its role in the 20th century oil boom, known as the oil capital of the world. And it's the only state with the panhandle.
New Mexico, January 6th, 1912. Newspapers can be fined for spelling someone's name incorrectly. They have a law.
Where is this? Sorry?
New Mexico.
Huh.
Also home of the famous Roswell UFO incident in 1947. And the Chile capital. They're known for producing both red and green chilies. Hatch chilies are.
Huh. That's why it's on their license plate, I think. Red chili.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona.
You get Arizona.
February. You get. Oh, wait. I also get Hawaii. We can both do someone in Hawaii.
That's fine.
You can do someone in Arizona
Just
too.
go.
Oh, fuck.
I'll go. I'll do it for us. Is your list incomplete?
It's like regenerate, hon. Stop.
I'm about to go. I'll say one.
Go.
It's illegal to refuse someone a glass of water in Arizona. I knew that.
Oh, I knew that too.
Because it's so hot. It's like you literally cannot say no to a free glass of water. Like you can't charge someone for asking for a glass of water. Grand Canyon, as we know, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world.
Just 3 hours north of us, y'all.
It's gorgeous.
Is the only state that has an official state neckwear, the bolo.
Ooh, love.
And the saguaro cactus is the iconic saguaro cactus, which can grow over 40 feet tall and live for more than 150 years. Only grows in the Sonoran Desert.
And it's
mainly in
it's illegal to
Arizona.
cut them down.
Yes, very much so. Arizona's pretty unique, man.
I love
I mean,
Arizona.
it's literally the only state is that basically all desert. I mean, maybe Nevada.
California's desert, Nevada's
just
desert,
so like very SoCal.
New Mexico, but okay. Alaska, January 3rd, 1959. That was kind of recently, bro. It's illegal to wake a sleeping bear for the purpose of taking a photograph. I wonder how many people were doing that.
Do you know?
I'm on, Kaden.
Go ahead.
No flamingos in barber shops. In Juneau, Alaska, it's illegal to bring a flamingo into a barber shop. And it's also the largest U.S. state by land area. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's like half the size of the U.S.
That really blows my mind. What the fuck is going on over there?
So much. But no, actually not
much.
But
like not much.
Because it's,
but maybe
you're
so
pushing
much.
the Arctic, right?
No, it's so cold.
Why can't barefoot be there?
Unlivable.
Barefoot?
Barefoot. Bigfoot, barefoot.
I love you, bears. Bigfoot.
You love bears.
Bigfoot.
Go to Alaska.
Like the Kodiak, I think that's the most like densely populated of the Kodiak bear, the grizzly bear. But also in the most condensed populated area, there's more bears in all of the country in New Jersey.
That's weird.
It is weird.
It's
Hawaii. This is the way you pronounce it. It's the world's most isolated population center. It's about only 2,400,000 miles from California, 3,800 from Japan, and 5,000 from Australia. There's no snakes. Let's move there. Let's go.
Billboards are also banned to preserve the natural beauty, which is gorgeous.
Time zone with no daylight savings. So it does not observe daylight saving time. The state stays on Hawaii Standard Time.
Hawaii time, baby.
The only U.S. state that grows coffee.
What?
We should. Oh my God, there's so many
Hawaiian
reasons.
coffee.
That's a lot of it. Kona, like.
Oh, true.
Hawaii is the only state in the U.S. where coffee is grown. Yeah, Kona coffee on the Big Island. And actually, when I was in Kauai and I did the flight tour, we saw like a fucking fat piece of land of just all the coffee trees and beans. And it's continuously growing land. So the Big Island of Hawaii is still growing due to active volcanic activity.
So the land is increasing.
Kilauea.
That's so interesting.
God, I'm so sorry. Volcano has been erupting for decades, adding land to the island as lava cools and hardens.
Oh, cool.
No pun intended. Hard. That was fun.
That was such a trip around the U.S.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Stay united.
Stay united, America.
Let us know your favorite state. Or
all
maybe
the states
what state
are
you live
weird,
in.
you know, like they all have their little
And this
quirks.
is just like the very, very surface.
And I think it might be up by the time this is up, but I've just integrated a new thing to our podcast where I think on Spotify or maybe on some others, you are able to like text us or like comment.
There's
on
a
the
comment thing for Spotify, yeah.
Okay. But I also think that there's a link to like text us feedback or text us little love notes or
again, this will
like
be
that.
on YouTube now, so we have video.
It's going to be on YouTube. Subscribe to the tube.
Subscribe, comment.
It is going to be okay.
We're wrapping up right now, huh?
I mean, I feel as though.
Yeah, why not? We'll catch you on 51.
We'll catch you on 51. Thank you for joining us for
it's gonna
our
be okay.
50, Nifty 50.
Nifty 50. It feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back. We're so back.
Bye.